What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Littleroot Laddering. So this episode we're going to be playing a team that Carl has been working on the last several days. I know for sure. I don't know if it's been longer than that, but I know for sure it's been the last couple days. Basically, since the Volbeat episode came out, I know he's been working on it because he's been playing with Illumise. I actually have no idea how to pronounce this Pokemon's name, so I'm sure I'm just slaughtering it, but it's the other, one of the other prankster mons in this format, and we're just doing pure support things here with fake tears and charm. So charm so we can actually live hits and not have to immediately break our sash. Thunderwave for a form of speed control. Encore because this thing is actually busted. As we saw with the Volbeat episode, prankster Encore is kind of just busted. And I'm very excited to play some more with it. And then we have Fake Tears here because we have a bunch of special attacking mons that really like the damage output that Fake Tears provides. So then we have Life Orb Latios here with Tailwind, just as like another form of speed control because we're not going to always be able to Thunderwave things. Ice Beam, Psychic, and then Protect. I believe this is pretty similar to the team that... the Latias set that Zordor had, except instead of Protect, he had Helping Hand. I'm pretty sure the EVs are all different as well. Obviously, Latios versus Latias are going to be built completely differently, but, this is built for pure offense, seeing how we're Life Orb here, so excited to try this out next to Illumise to see how much damage we can do. Shukaberry Heat Drain so we can live in Earthquake from Garchomp, fire off with a big attack back. Not sure exactly what we're trying to live here. I know him and Aaron were talking about getting to 108 for a particular reason. I cannot remember for the life of me exactly why, but I know 88, 108 was a particular speed investment that they wanted to get to. But Flash Cannon obviously is good for Togekiss. Heat Wave is good fire coverage for all the Breilooms and stuff running around. Earth Power is just generic good coverage as well. So pretty satisfied with this Heatran. Honestly, I really like Heatran in this format. I think it does a lot of very unique things and hits a lot of things for quite a bit of damage. As you can see, we're maxed out special attacks, so we're just going to be punching things as hard as we possibly can. So I'm pretty okay with that. Next up, we have Unaware Clefable. This is because, we want the extra damage output on Latios, I'm assuming. And, because there's so many mons in this format that try to set up on you to, punish your opponent, just having Unaware to say, nah, I don't really care what you're doing. I'm gonna sit here and just bulk up in front of you is fine. Obviously, Calm Mind works with Unaware so that we get our boost, but our opponent doesn't. Whereas... if they lower our special defense or whatever past neutral, the stat drops are not going to work. So, for a hot minute, I thought that Unaware just completely ignored all boosts. And so, as a result, Calm Mind Clefable didn't really make sense. But it makes a lot of sense once I figured out how it worked. Moonblast is our only damaging attack. It's whatever. There's nothing that is immune to fairies. So, we're going to be able to hit anything. Follow Me so we can do redirection things if we need to for our other mons. And then Moonlight as decent recovery on top of lefties. Super bulky here. I am going to make one small change. I'm going to make this to an even number on our special defense so that when we Calm Mind we get an extra point in there. It's super minor change, but anytime you're using +1 boost, you want to have an even number here so that you can get an extra point, basically. Nasty Plot, Rotom-Wash, Citrus Berry here. Past that, pretty standard, nothing overly special. A little slower than... no, this is actually exactly why we get to 108 with Rotom, is so that we can outspeed 4 EV Rotom. Now that I see this, I know that's what we're doing. So with Nasty Plot, we're going to get to real high special attack and then just punch things to death very, very quickly. And then Amon I have not played a single game with, but I've played a lot against. We have Hariyama, Flame Orb, Guts, so we can just do a ton of damage. Knock Off, Fake Out, Close Combat, Detect. Pretty simple. does a ton of damage, can do just, it allows you to do a lot against opposing teams. So let's get paired up here for the first match and see exactly what we can do. We got T-Tar with Cress and Hari. It's like a slow mode. Honestly, this team kind of looks like they all kind of want Trick Room up in some capacity. So like dealing with Cress seems like a must do. I really like Hari here. I think Hari, as long as they don't lead theirs, I think we're fine. And even if they do, it's kind of whatever. And then I want Illumise up front because I can just go for the Encore into Crest to deal with them. I think past that, I want Clefable because it deals with not only Hari and T-Tar, but also is going to be able to deal with either Crest or Rotom, depending on if they try to set up. And then I think I want Heatran. I think this makes the most sense. So we're going to go for, I can see Protect on Heatran this turn. I'm going to go for Knock Off, and we'll T-Wave the Crest. Okay, no Protect coming out from the Heatran. They are going to put me down to my Sash, but that's completely fine. Oh no, they got the burn. Oh no, they actually just pick up my Hari there. That's really unfortunate. So we'll go into Clefable here. I feel like we've actually just lost this game. As bad as that sounds, I feel like we're just so far behind immediately now that I don't see a way of pulling back into this. Like, the fact that they didn't try to set up Trick Room is just really bad for us. How do we win this game now? I honestly don't see a way. I think Hari was like our one of our best mons in this matchup, and I don't really see how we pull back into this. We'll do it for content. We'll stay in. We'll T-Wave the Heatran. And we're just going to para them. And it's going to be okay. Okay, there's a Psychic. There's a Flash Cannon. Yeah, we're dead. We can Earth Power the Heatran. And we can Fake Tears. I hope we get some para luck. That's about all that we can do at this point. Okay, we got the para. Blow him up. Oh no, it's not enough. Oh no. Okay. Earth Power the Heatran. And we'll go for a Fake Tears into Crest, I guess. Just start reducing it. Okay, they're going to Protect. I'm assuming they're going to set up Tailwind, Trick Room this turn. Okay, that's fine. And we can Encore the Crest. Okay, we get the para. Trick Room goes back down. So the question is do they stay in with Crest here? We don't have Protect. We don't have Protect. I'm going to click Heat Wave. Dang it, Illumise. Maybe they'll go for Fake Out into my Heatran. Oh? Oh? Okay. Suddenly not dead? I mean, they still are guts boosted, but, you know. I feel like I have to Flash Cannon this T-Tar. Alright, it's not enough. They have Fling, Iron Ball. I mean, for that game going literally as worse as possible, starting on turn 1, we definitely stayed in it way longer than I anticipated. But, you know, whatever. Zangoose is interesting. This is a really cool team. Gastrodon, Scizor. Yeah, this is sweet. I'm a big fan of what they got going on here. I feel like I just want to bring Illumise so we can just, like, try to do things with it every game, but I feel like that's going to be incorrect most of the time. I'm going to do it today. I think this matchup, it's fine, though. Because, like, Pairing their things could be pretty good. I think I want Latios here as well. Clefable looks pretty poor when they have a steel type on the other side that can just bullet punch us to death. So I think I'm going to bring Hari and... I don't really care for Heatran, seeing how they have this Gastrodon. I don't really have an answer to it. But like at the same time, I don't want to bring Rotom because I literally can't hurt this thing. Like these three all kind of line up pretty poor in this matchup, so I'm not really sure what I want to do here. I think I'm just going to bring Clefable. It hits everything neutrally at least, so I'm pretty okay with this. Yeah, I think this is fine. I'm not in love with it, but it is what it is. This has Toxic Boost, so we can try to get a para off on it if they lead it. This should just be Protect on one, right? So I'm going to go for Charm into Arcanine. I'm going to set up Tailwind. This should be a Protect on Zangoose. Just going to get your Toxic Orb going. No Protect. That's really bizarre. They're going to Snarl me. They're just going to go for Shadow Claw into Latios. Okay. Well, now I can Charm your Zangoose. And go for... Honestly, actually what I want to do is I want to Fake Tears your Zangoose and go for a Psychic into it. Just try to pick up the KO on this immediately. Goodbye. Latios goes down. Snarl's going to be single target, but it doesn't matter. I can now bring out Hari. And they're going to want to pull their Arcanine out, so they can re-intimidate this. I can T-Wave their Scizor and knock off into the Arcanine slot. Oh, they just stay in. Because they have Willow. Opponent. I'm Guts. We're going to Sword Stance. Okay, well, have fun. You're going to be locked into that for a while, so have fun. And I'll knock off into the Arcanine. This will, no, this will not pick up a KO because they no longer have an item. I could knock off into the Scizor to take its item away. Could also just Detect this turn to see what they do. I could also... Yeah, I think this is fine. They're just going to stay in. I'm going to overheat into my Illumise. Okay. Well... I need to deal with the Scizor before it goes crazy. I'm going to Calm Mind with Clefable. I'm going to CC the Scizor. My Tailwind is now over. They could go back to Snarling me, but that's fine because I have Unaware, so I'm not really worried about that. Okay, they're going to go into Gastro. I'm going to get my Calm Mind up. We're not quite going to pick up the Scizor, which is moderately unfortunate, but I think that's kind of fine. I can Moonblast it to pick up the KO on it, and I can go for a knockoff into Gastro. Take away, like, potential leftovers on this thing. Potential Life Orb. Could be Berry. There's a bunch of things that it could be. Gonna get rid of lefties. Okay. So I'm going to click Follow Me this turn. I'm going to CC the Gastro. Honestly, I could... I think Clefable's more likely to take a hit from this Arcanine. If they're going to Protect, that's fine. So I get to pick up your Gastro here. Nope! But that's fine. I can click Follow Me again. And I can go for a knockoff. Did I click knockoff? I really hope so. Let's just be safe. Okay, they Protect. I went for a Snarl. That's fine. I don't care about that. I get Moonblast, and I can... I had to attack with Hari this turn, otherwise I lose it. I mean, I'm going to lose it regardless, so they could just Snarl it again. But again, like, I don't really care about my special attack going. They're going to give me their Scizor. That's really good. These special attack drops don't matter. Okay. I honestly feel pretty okay about this game. We know this is special Arcanine, so they're not going to be able to do basically any damage to me. I'm going to pick up the Gastro. Yeah, Clefable came to play this game. Goodbye. And we will Moonblast. GG. Drop the old GG in the chat. Because unaware don't care about your stat drops. And because I'm +1, I'm going to be able to live a hit from them if they go for the overheat. As long as they don't crit overheat, we should win. But I think even if they do, we should be fine. Okay, and now it does not matter what they do. I can Moonblast again. I could also go for Moonlight, but let's see, that was not a crit, so crit would do like 60%. I'm gonna click Moonlight this turn. Okay, and now this game's over. Even if they crit, we're not in range. I think they would have to crit back to back, but hey, opponent scoops it up. Let's get another game. This seems cool so far. Hari is definitely very interesting so far. Okay, Raikou, Tangrowth, Gengi. Yeah, this seems cool. I think Illumise looks pretty great. They're going to try to set up like Tailwind with Suicune. Could be potentially screens on Raikou. I'm not sure exactly what Heatran's going to do, but I will figure it out when it happens. I think Illumise plus Hari actually looks pretty great up front. I think that Rotom looks pretty okay because it hits neutrally into their Rotom and super effectively into Heatran and Suicune. So I think Rotom can come to play. And I think to round it out, I want Clefable. Clef has to watch out for Gengar and Heatran, so I'm not actually in love with that. Latios can hit neutrally into Heatran at least, so I think that's the play. Okay, they're going to lead Double Dog, which is unfortunate for Hari. I can T-Wave their Suicune and go for a knockoff into Raikou this turn. Okay, they're going to set up Reflect and Calm Mind. They're going to lose their Light Clay, so that's fine. I can now Encore the Suicune and knock off it as well. They're going to go into Gengar. Good luck, have fun. Nice crit. Take away their lefties. Hari came to play, baby. Hari came to play. We'll T-Wave the Gengar this turn. We'll click Detect. I want to preserve Hari. So this could be like Psychic into them. Okay, we get the Para. We get the double Para. Man, Thunder Wave is busted. We can fake Tears the Suicune, I guess. And we'll go for knockoff. Okay, Sludge Bomb into Illumise. They're gonna Calm Mind again. Literally does not matter. Well, put them down to Sash. Knockoff is now disabled, which is unfortunate. We will Encore the Suicune. And we will go for... Honestly, I could Encore the Gengar and go for a close combat into Suicune. If CC doesn't KO, though, we're in pretty bad business. I think I actually want to go into Latios here. I'll go for a CC into Suicune. Pray. Alright, they're going to go into Raikou. That's really good. Yeah, that's great. I'm going to lower my defenses, and I'm still disabled on knockoff, but that's pretty okay. They just gave up their boost on Suicune, so pretty alright with that. We can go for a Psychic into Gengar to pick up the KO there. We can go for a close combat into Suicune. Okay, what's your last? There's a Scald, which does do a ton, but I do pick up the Suicune. So, dude, Hari came to play this game. It, like, taking away 3 items was just absolutely huge. Okay, we can go for Ice Beam. I still don't have knockoff, so I guess I just... Yeah, opponent concurs that this game's over. Like, I mean, like, we go for Detect there. We knock off the following turn. Man, yeah, just Hari was insane that game. Getting the Guts boost immediately. Like, they led double inner focus, and it just did not matter. Like, obviously, Illumise also just stopping the Suicune from doing anything that game was also very good for us. What are they doing with Diglett? What are they doing with Diglett? I'm very concerned. Honestly... Okay, I need to not get distracted by literally one Mon. And just think about, like, what the rest of the team is doing. I think Heat Train looks really appealing. It can hit into... It can hit into the Tangrowth and the Magnezone super effectively. And the Arcanine, because I have access to Earth Power as well. So, like, we have to watch out for the Gorobus. But I think that's pretty okay. I think Hari looks pretty appealing up front as well. Just to try to get a quick KO with Heatran. I think that in the back, I really want access to... I don't think Illumise actually does anything here that I'm really worried about. So I think I'm just going to do, like, Clef plus Latios. I think this is fine. Could be Shell Smash on Gorobus. I think I'm just going to go for an Earth Power into the Gorobus and go for a Fake Out into it. Okay, they're going to protect. They're going to get me. They're going to double protect. That's fine. Now I'm Guts boosted. I'm going to protect my Heatran this turn. I'm going to go for a knockoff into Gorobus. Figure out what they're trying to do here. Okay, they are Rage Powdering. This is fine. Are they White Herb? They are. So we're going to take away their lefties. So I'm going to go into Clefable here because it doesn't care about Gorobus' boosts. And we will go for a close combat into Gorobus. Okay, they're going to go into Arcanine. Muddy Water's going to do a chunk. Just connect. Good job, Hari. Good job, buddy. I'm going to click Calm Mind this turn and Detect. They're going to go into Tangrowth. Okay, this is fine. They get the accuracy drop, which is unfortunate, but it's whatever. I can go for Moonlight this turn. And I can... We'll click Close Combat. Is the most damage. They redirect this as whatever. Hari goes down. That's also fine. They are 3 for 3 on accuracy drops this game. They're going to Leech Seed. Alright, well... That's really unfortunate. I think I need to click Follow Me. I need to Tailwind this turn. I don't... yeah, Latios is going to outspeed Gorobus once I get Tailwind up, so that's fine. There's the Ice Beam, not going to do anything. Okay. So now, Latios is going to outspeed Gorobus. I can go for a Moonlight. Yeah, we'll Moonlight and we will Psychic into the Gorobus. Goodbye. We're back to full on Clef. There's a Drill Peck. That's really painful. Please stop. We can go into Heatran here. And we can Ice Beam the Honchkrow. Okay, just pick up the KO there. That's good. They're going to Snarl me. That's annoying. I can click Heat Wave. And I can Psychic into the Arcanine. They're going to protect. That's fine. Do a Chunk. Heat Wave is also going to connect. Going to do a Chunk. They're going to Snarl me again. I can go Earth Power into Arcanine. And... Honestly, I kind of want a Tailwind, just so I guarantee outspeed, but I don't think that's really what this game's about. Alright, Psychic is not going to be enough because they're Mako Berry. Alright. Oh, Heat Train, you disappoint me. I can go into Clef this turn, and I can Psychic the Arcanine and pick up the KO on it. This is going to get rid of Leech Seed off of Heat Train and get rid of those special attack drops, which is going to be really important to deal with the Tangrowth. Okay, they're going to protect. They're going to Leech Seed on the Latios, which is going to be enough to pick up the KO, but that's fine. Because now I can Follow Me and Heat Wave. Okay, there's a Snarl. Heat Wave should be enough to KO, though. Okay, it is. That's really good. I'm assuming Leech Seed. Yep, that's fine. And Heat Wave. They're going to protect. I'm just going to click Follow Me until Clefable goes down. Because they're not going to seed both of my Mons. Okay. They should protect this turn. We'll heal. They're gonna protect. Like, yeah, this game is going to be over eventually. Because like the turns that they protect with Tangrowth to get recovery, we recover and we also protect, so they can't. Like the turns that I need to recover with Clefable, I just protect Heatran so it can't ever get seeded. And then from there, I just, like, prevent both of my Mons from ever going down. Like, prevent Heatran from ever getting Leech Seeded so that it can eventually take out the Tangrowth by itself. So, the Clefable is just basically a meat shield for Heatran to guarantee that we win that game. This is a Trick Room team. And, I mean, not really like a hard Trick Room, but Dusknoir is very interesting. Especially since they have Snorlax here, which could also Belly Drum. I think Illumise looks really great here because they could try to Spore me. They could potentially click Follow Me, potentially Fake Out, Nasty Plot, Trick Room. Like, this thing has a target regardless of what they have going on. And I think I want Hari up front. I want Heatran, and I want Clef. I think this is the Mons I want. It's going to be Breloom plus Dusknoir. So I can Charm their Breloom. I'm going to T-Wave Dusknoir, and I'm going to Fake Out Breloom. If they let me get a free attack here, that's great. They're going to know I'm Guts. They're going to know I'm Focus Sash. So, like, they could just want to attack here. But I think it makes the most sense for them to protect. They don't. I'm going to get my Para off. I'm going to get my... Oh, that's really good. Turn could not have gone better for me. I can now T-Wave the Breloom and go for a knockoff into Dusknoir. They now can't put Hari to sleep, which is absurd. Like, man, Thunderwave has just been so good on Illumise. Cannot stress that enough. Holy cow. Opponent, I am so sorry, buddy. Okay, they're going to Trick Room. I can go for Encore. And I can knock off the Breloom now. Find out if this thing's holding a Sash or not. Min speed Breloom is 67, so Hari is still slower. Illumise is going to always get its attack off first, so I feel pretty okay about this. Like, the fact that Dusknoir no longer has its lefties is obviously very good for us. And, like, Trick Room's immediately going to go away. Bullet Seed does approximately nothing, and we knock off a Focus Sash. Okay. So now we can Encore the Breloom into Bullet Seed, which we don't really care. Actually, we could just Charm this thing now. And we'll knock off into the Dusknoir to try to pick up the KO on it. They also could just swap out the Dusknoir. They are going to stay in. And we do pick up the KO, so no Trick Room for you this game. And I'm pretty okay with that. Give me your Rotom. Show me what you've got. I can Encore the Breloom. And I'm going to knock off potentially your Citrus Berry. We get the Para. They're going to Hydro into my Hari. You're going to lose your citrus. And now I can... I don't really want to encore them into Hydro Pump. That doesn't sound overly appealing. I can't T-Wave them because they are a electric type, so that doesn't quite work. So I guess I just Charm the Breloom. I mean, I also could swap into Clefable and protect Hari this turn. That doesn't sound awful. I think I just want to Charm the Breloom, and we'll go for a CC into Rotom. I need them to miss this turn, I guess. Like, that's my out here. They're going to go into Lax. Okay, now you have a -2 Lax. And they do miss. That's huge. Absolutely huge. Hari's so good, guys. Now I can T-Wave their Lax. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to Charm this Breloom so it can't KO me, and we'll go for CC into Lax. Like, -2 Lax, what am I really worried about here? Okay, there's a Mach Punch. It is enough to KO. High Horsepower is not enough to KO my Illumise. Now I can go into Clef. I can T-Wave their Lax. And I can Calm Mind. Okay, they're going to Spore. That's completely fine. I can now Charm their Lax again. And we will click Calm Mind. Okay, that does way too much. Not particularly fun. We know that Clefable outspeeds their Breloom, so therefore my Heatran is also going to outspeed them. They also have Crunch on Snorlax, which is really interesting. We'll go for Heat Wave, and we will click Moonblast into Lax, I guess. Okay, they're parried. That's obviously very good for us. They're going to go for a Mach Punch there, I'm assuming. High Horsepower is not going to do basically anything. Now we can go for Flash Cannon because it's 100% accurate. We can click Follow Me. Hopefully, I could also... I actually think the correct play there was to protect Heatran and click Moonlight in case that Clefable wakes up. And then next turn we can Follow Me, anticipating the High Horsepower into Clef then. But honestly, I think that game went pretty okay. Let's get one more in. This team's been really fun. I'm a big fan of what we've got going on here. Man, what's with all the Dangross tonight? Like, I guess it's just like grass types aren't playable right now, so like having access to Rage Powder is actually pretty good. I guess it's like the thought process. Weavile is annoying. Hari's pretty okay against it. Heatran's also pretty okay. I think Illumise looks pretty okay because like if they do go for the Belly Drum, we can just like potentially get them. I think Illumise is pretty okay. I think I like Latios. I could also do Clef up front because Clef doesn't care about Belly Drum. I think I want to try. I could also do Hari. I could do Rotom. I actually really like all of our mons here. I think I'm going to do Clef because I think it puts on the most pressure against our opponent, what they have going on. I like Hari quite a bit in case Strickroom does go up. And I think to round it out, I want Rotom. I think I want Latios. I talked myself into it. Okay. We will T-Wave the Heatran. And we will just Moonblast into the Weavile this turn. Okay, Fake Out into Clef. Para? Sub. That's terrifying. I can go into Hari and I can click Calm Mind this turn. Clefable's faster than their Heatran. Is their min speed Heatran, I guess? That would make the most sense. Yeah, I like Calm Mind here. Okay, they're gonna show me Tangrowth. Okay, we get the para there, that's good. So we can go for knockoff into Tangrowth, and we can Calm Mind. I'm just trying to get this thing to where it can live a Flash Cannon, potentially. They're going to hit the Sleep Powder, which is not great. Heat Wave is going to do a chunk. Knockoff is going to take away their Akka. Now I can go for Close Combat into Heatran, and I'm guaranteed to be asleep this turn. So I can just click with letter, whatever. Giga Drain. It's a weird one. We're gonna pick a sub. I'm assuming I'm not gonna lose my Hari. I'm gonna click Detect, and I'm going to Moonblast their Tangrowth this turn. Man, this sub Heatran is gonna be really awful for us, I think. No. What am I talking about? They're not min speed Heatran. We T-waved them on 1, so I know I was gonna outspeed with Clef. Man, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? Hari's like my big check into this Heatran, and I really needed to do something. I need them not to sub right now. Okay, there's the Giga. They are gonna sub. That's really unfortunate. Again. Okay, Clef is the fastest thing on the field right now, so Moonblast is going to take out this Tangrowth before they get to Sleep Powder me. Okay, this is fine. So now I get to not break their sub. I'm going to bring out Latios, though. And I can Psychic their Heatran, go for a Moonblast into Tangrowth. I just need to... I need to get this thing off the field, I feel like. We know they have Weavile in the back, so even if they pull Tangrowth out, like Weavile takes a big chunk here. Like, honestly, regardless of what they have in the back, it's going to take a solid chunk. Okay, Tangrowth goes down, that's good. There's a Heat Wave. Clef takes basically nothing from that. There's the Weavile, which is really unfortunate because now they're going to be able to set up another sub. We'll go for the Psychic, try to break it. And we'll Moonblast the Weavile. Okay, there's a Fake Out into Clef. It's a good chunk. I was really hoping we'd get it after they moved, but of course, like, I don't know why I thought that. I'm gonna go for a Moonblast into Heatran, try to pick it up this turn. That's bad. That's really bad. Yeah, I don't see how we win this game. Because I can't Encore this Weavile. I can't Charm this Weavile. I don't want to reveal Encore. I mean, like... This is the play I had to make, and it's not good. Okay, Ice Punch my Clef. Break it. Okay. Okay. So now I can Encore the Heatran, so they have to attack. And I can Moonlight this turn. Because the last move they used was Heat Wave. So this prevents them from potentially setting up a substitute. Okay, Clef holds on. Okay, we get the para as well. I can Fake Tears the Heatran, and I can Moonblast. I need to remove this Weavile. Okay, they're gonna taunt my Clef. That's fine. Go down to your Sash. There's my Sash. I can now Encore the Heatran one more time. And I can Moonblast the Heatran. Oh, they're just gonna give me their Azu. Okay. Yeah, Illumise down. Okay. I'm gonna try to pick up their Azu then, I guess. Okay, that's really good. I mean, like... Oh, they ate their citrus. Okay, that makes sense. Unfortunately, yeah, they can just punch me this turn. I pick up their Weavile, but now Heat Wave and or Flash Cannon is enough. Oh, Earth Power, that's also fine. Man, really, really tough team. I definitely think I lost Hari way too early, but like Substitute Heatran is not something I've played a lot against. So like trying to figure out the play patterns against it is really weird. I guess if I saw Heatran on the lead, I don't particularly want to stay on with Clef, but like I don't really have a good switch in. Like my best answers to Heatran are Hari and Rotom, and neither of them line up particularly great against the Weavile. So like I think had we dealt with the Weavile, or I think the line was to set Tailwind instead of trying to break the sub on Heatran. Like doing the 26% damage or whatever we did to Heatran that turn when Weavile first came out, had we set Tailwind, we then are faster with Latios against Heatran against Weavile, so we can go for a like Clef isn't going to outspeed, but we can Ice Beam the Weavile and Moon Blast into it to pick up the KO. We still lose our or maybe we can just like protect, like we protect Latios that turn, then Moonblast into the Weavile. We then Ice Beam the Weavile to KO it, and we can start chipping away at the Heatran, I guess. That's a line. I don't know if I agree with it, but it's definitely a line we could have taken. But let's get to the wrap up here. This seems very, very well like built. We didn't really ever get to do Latios things, but I think it was fine. Illumise was honestly really good. We never really got to utilize the Fake Tears tech, but like Charm, T-Wave was absurd, Encore was absurd. I could see dropping Fake Tears for some type of damaging attack. Could also be like Moonlight, so we have incidental recovery on this thing. Could also be, I don't know. There's a couple different things it could be. Could also just be Helping Hand, because then Helping Hand with Hari is pretty good. Because like there was times where we had Illumise plus Hari out, and like I'm just like Fake Tears doesn't really do anything in this position, but like that's literally the one pairing that it doesn't do anything with. So I could see dropping it for like D-Gleam just to having a damaging attack. Could also be like Bug Buzz, so you have a stab attack. I don't know. I think Illumise was pretty good. Latios never really got to do a ton. Granted, we played like 6-7 games today, so obviously with a small sample size like that, you're not going to get a ton. But like the games where it got to do its thing was pretty good. Tailwind was good for us when we needed it. Heatran came and cleaned up a couple different games. I'm actually a real big fan of this Clefable set. Like it feels weird not having Protect on like 2 Mons. 2 Mons, but honestly, both of them carry their weight without it, where there was a minor time, there was a couple different times where it's just like, man, I kind of wish I had this, but it wasn't really all that important. But yeah, this team's great. I would recommend it if you're looking for something a little more off the beaten path, a little more fun, if you want my honest opinion. The interactions with this team are pretty unique, and you're not going to see a lot of them on other teams. So if you're interested, here it is. Pick it up, go play some games with it, have fun, and we'll see you later in the week with some more Littleroot lettering. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.